Well, the shop's been here just over a year. November 15th of 2010 is when we got it open, and just been going at it ever since, really, you know.
What made you decide to come downtown Dayton? I know you used to work out in the burbs.
Well, I don't know, to be honest with you. Nobody had any shops in downtown Dayton. I just felt like, I wanted to be downtown. I wanted an old school tattoo shop.
What all went into starting a tattoo shop down here? And this is your first independent business. I know you've worked for some other tattoo shops around town. This is your first launch on your own.
Mm-hmm.
What all is involved in that whole process and what you learned about it?
Well, basically found the space, called the zoning board, asked them if we were able to have a shop here. They said yes, and then I basically made sure it had occupancy. I didn't want to fool with any of that. One of the other things that I did was when I was looking for spaces, I was looking for a spot that had plumbing, hand washing sinks, things that we need to operate as a legal tattoo shop, to meet the health board requirements. Then basically contacted the health board, gave them a floor plan of the shop and all that. Then they came in and looked at it, and we passed on our first try. Just made sure that read the regulations and went through them.
So you got down here. How has business been, and how have you guys been getting the word out? I know it's a competitive business. How do you work to get folks in here all the time and building customers?
Honestly, word of mouth. I'll use Facebook to network somewhat. But the main thing is just having a clientele. I've been in the area for a long time, and I have a pretty good clientele. And just being honest, giving people good tattoos, fair price, and not, just trying to be a good tattoo artist, really.
Speaking of tattoos, now I've seen some stuff in the news lately where guys have come up with crazy tattoos all over their face. And, a tattoo, it's probably something you guys run onto, like how wise are some tattoos compared to others. Do you guys ever counsel people on tattoos and what certain things might run them into? Obviously, if I got a sailor on my arm, it's not going to be nearly as much as I got a tattoo of Charles Manson between my eyes. People might run into problems with that, Charles Manson in between their eyes. Believe it or not. Is that something you guys run into, or how do you counsel people on tattoos in general? I know you guys do. Keeping everything clean and safe, but just the philosophy. What's your philosophy of tattoos, I guess?
Well, I do counsel people on things. I think I'd been tattooing for 10 years before I got anything below my sleeve. Now I've got stuff on my forearms, my fingers. I do have one on my forehead. But as far as that goes, I definitely will tell people, I don't care how acceptable it is right now and how cool it is right now. We're still, once we leave the shop, we're just, another freak walking down the street. You go into a job interview, I don't care where it's at. I don't care, not to diss a job at McDonald's. Any job's good, but you're probably not going to get that job if you get your face all tattooed up or you got your hands all tattooed up, things like that. Call those job stoppers. Try to steer people away from names, things like that. Just because, it's never guaranteed that you're going to stay with someone.
Sure.
We live a long time. Definitely tell people, steer people away from things that I feel are offensive. I won't do racist stuff, I should say, and things like that. But definitely try to guide people into a good decision.
No hate tattoos here.
No hate tattoos, man.
Yeah.
No hate tattoos.
This is a love tattoo shop.
This is a love tattoo shop. This tattoo shop gets a lot of different demographics come through the door. So, I don't want to offend anybody. I'm in business to get everybody's money. So.
Sure. What's the biggest thing you learned from opening your own business?
It's a lot of work, a lot of stress sometimes. It's a different kind of stress. Just got to pay my bills at home, got to pay the bills here, got to keep everything in line. manage time. You know, I think that's the biggest thing. It's just learning how to manage everything, keep everything under control, not letting things get away from me. To a point, can't control everything, but just, that's really it.
Well, I know that one of the most important things about tattooing is cleanliness. Tell me about what you guys do to keep above, obviously keep everything clean, keep the health inspectors happy. What all's involved?
Well, and clean. First of all the needles are new. They are sterilized. The autoclave has to pass a spore test weekly. And as far as when we do the tattoo, like I say, the needles are one use, the ink is one use. The needles are sterile. Everything is wrapped in plastic. I put barriers on everything. I wear gloves. When I get done cleaning up, I use the dirty hand, clean hand method. And then I spray everything down with the hard surface sanitizer, which kills everything. It's not, sanitizing something and sterilizing something are two different things. But the sanitization is basically the same thing that they do in a doctor's office, dentist office, places like that. And then the sterilization also is the same thing that they do. It's just the instruments that actually penetrate the skin and do that, they are all sterile. So.
And what's the funnest tattoo you've ever given?
The funnest tattoo?
Yeah, that you've enjoyed as far as
I don't know. Just want to tattoo my friends.
Yeah.
It's one of those things like I get to give them something that they're going to have for the rest of their life. It's special to me. It really is. I think, and even more so when I tattooed my son when he turned 18. I guess that's what's really special. I remember when he was still in his mama's belly, and now he's bigger than me, and I got to tattoo him a few times. So that's special to me.
What about tattooing, the art form, would you like to maybe, obviously people who've got tattoos probably know or appreciate tattoos more, but for the non-tattoo crowd out there that may not understand, in the last 20 years there's been just a huge surge in tattooing in America. What would you tell people who are like, oh my gosh, there's all these people with tattoos, what am I going to do?
Well, tattooing is one of them things where when I got in the business, it wasn't cool. It was starting to become cool. And it's definitely gotten real cool lately. But over time, it's going to go, I say it'll go through its phase. I've watched it be cool, uncool, and now it's cool again. And I've watched it go through those phases. As far as that goes, I mean, the people that look at other people and they don't like what they see, I mean, really it was, I don't know how to put it, but it's, the people that get the tattoos, that was their choice. They don't hate other people that don't have tattoos. It's something that I've done pretty much my whole adult life. It's something that I'm going to continue to do. As far as Dayton goes, I think Dayton's stuttering a little bit. I think it could be, down here could be really cool if people continue to bring businesses into downtown Dayton and care about their community. Dayton, I'll say it, Dayton doesn't suck. I've been a lot of other places, and Dayton's really not that bad.
Oh, man.